Gaff, B. Will, PJ, Davis, Lively, Irving, and Exum are all out.
Miles Kelly's available.
Yes.
So what's the latest with PJ? I know he missed the 3 games on the road with the right ankle.
He's doing court work, and hopefully he's back in a week.
And I know it's not every day that you kind of get ejected from a game. So I guess what was that like, and how'd you see that moment kind of affect the team for the rest of the game?
Well, I think there was a dispute on the timeout and the challenge, and so we had 2 people disagree, and later the one person was asked to leave. That's it. So we move on.
Career highs out of Max Christie and Najee Marshall this season. They're also second and third in total points for the Mavericks. What are you seeing out of them specifically off of the bench and then in the starting lineup too?
Yeah, well, I think when you look just being aggressive and taking the opportunity, the minutes with the injuries, they're taking full advantage of that opportunity. So, and we need that for them to score and play the game at a high level. So those 2 are doing that.
How can Musa and Miles, obviously with Ryan as well, but your 2A players bring some kind of energy or just kind of light a spark tonight and going forward because you're going to need them more?
Yeah, well, I think when you look at in Chicago, we had 3 2-ways, a 19-year-old and a 22-year-old. So you had a college team, a young college team out there. So, and you'll probably see that at some point tonight and going forward just because of the injuries. But I think Musa, again, has done it from day one with his energy and his effort at a very, very high level. We're lucky that he didn't hurt his shoulder, severely. And so looking at Ryan, he's been doing it for us all season too, starting or coming off the bench, being able to keep us organized. And then I think we have to find out what Kelly can do for us. And I thought he's off to a good start, being able to shoot the ball for us, and something that we need.
On that note, do you have to kind of start paying attention, or all of you will start paying attention to the 2 ways in the games and all of that, just like we did last season?
Yeah, we're good at that because we went through that last year. So we'll figure out how to manage Moose's, I think, 18 or 17 games, and Ryan's too. I think we all have dates for those guys if they play it all the way out when they expire. So we'll be able to manage those from our past experiences with our last year 2 ways.
Jason, going into tonight, you've got the second best home record since the 1st of December. You've won 6 of your last 7 games. What do you like? What are you seeing that's happening in home games relative to the road games that's allowing you to put such a good foot forward against all of these opponents at home?
Well, I think, paying attention to detail, but I think our fans being into the game and the support. We've played a lot of close games, and I think drawing from that energy from our fans has helped us get over the finish line. But, understand we have to take care of the ball. I think we've done that a little bit better at home than on the road. And then being able to knock down open shots and timely shots. I think we've done that at a high level too.
Matchup tonight, the Nets have perimeter weakness and they're allowing 37% from the 3. Is this kind of a game that you're looking for a few of those guys to maybe have the green light, pulling the trigger on the 3 ball?
They all have the green light. And so to be able to create those threes, and I thought we did a good job there in Chicago of being able to create threes, and we've been improving at that. Maxey has an uptick in taking more threes. So, again, being able to get downhill and being able to spray the ball out is something that we've been talking about here of late, and we have to do a better job. But, again, when teams give up the 3, we got to take advantage of that.
Is there a time you expect to know more on AD surgery or not surgery, how he's gonna do?
I think that's sometime this week that he'll talk to the doctors, but there is no schedule or no timetable of when he's going to make that announcement.
I know injuries are part of the game, but how do you think the team has handled what seems like recurring bad news with him and stuff?
The team is playing. I mean, we've been through this before, not just with AD, but we've been hit with a lot of injuries the last 2 years. Next man up mentality. You got to play. You got to be a pro.
Your first 2 years here as a player, before you got traded, the team won, I think, 36 and 26 games. So you had a lot of, well, the team wasn't good. That's why they picked you second. But how did you look at that as terms of your development, going through tough times before you could be on championship teams.
Yeah, I think when you look at learning how to win, you have to be around vets. And we're talking about a long time ago, the league was a lot older. And so learning how to win those games with Jamal and Jimmy, we would be up. In the last 6 minutes, we found ourselves with a loss just because we didn't know. It wasn't talent. It was just the game. The NBA game doesn't start until 6 minutes. We just didn't understand that. And the vets did. And so they took advantage of our knowledge, our lack of knowledge at that point. But as you go through the league, you learn how to win and when the game starts or how to stop runs. You know, getting to the free throw line was an old trick. Never knew about that until someone showed you or told you about it. Again, understanding how to maximize your steps. The player who plays 40 minutes or 45 minutes always sat in that first seat, to shorten the walk. You laugh, but it's the truth. The guy who plays the most minutes sits in the first seat. Most of the time, it's your best player. But all those things have been lost. We got people standing up, playing a lot. We got to sit. The marathon, we're judged. You guys judge us, and it's fair on a nightly basis. But the marathon is where you get judged. And if you can run the marathon, we had guys playing 80, 81, 82 games. We had guys playing 40 minutes a night on the average. And so we don't have that anymore, but we should. And so I think to answer your question, we lost a lot of games when I was here, and we didn't get to see it through. Change of ownership. Business sometimes gets in the way. But I was very fortunate to go to an organization to help me learn how to win the last 6 minutes with Rex and Wayman and those guys, Kevin Johnson and Danny Ainge. I learned how to win the last 6 minutes, and that was stuff that I took on to New Jersey and New York and back to Dallas. But I think we have to, that's why I said the vets are very important to pass that knowledge on. But this league is very young, and these guys are very good. But these are things that I think the little things that are missing.